Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, the Knight of Justice, back again with another power scaling video. In this video, we'll be doing a remastered version of Rune King Thor and see just how powerful he truly is in the Marvel Universe. In the past, I have done some information on Rune King Thor in my previous Thor videos, but I have found some new scaling and some more potential higher scaling for him, where he is a lot more powerful than I originally said he was. But before we continue, if you like the video, please hit like, share, and subscribe, and also comment down below. Hit that notification button and stay tuned for more videos in the future. Also, in the community tab, post your thoughts on what videos you want or what you're looking to see in the future to come out. But without the way, let's get on with the video. Before we tackle Rune King Thor, let's cover a few things on base Thor. I have done a video on base Thor in the past, so if you're interested, go check that out. But for those who have seen it, I will recap some things and I will mention some new things I may have found that I have not mentioned in the previous video. As you guys should know, base Thor has consistently shown multi-solar system to galaxy to even universal plus showings on a consistent basis on different occasions. He's also has some higher end showings that can place it from low multiversal to multiversal plus for like higher end scaling for him. For example, Thor has shown to be scaled consistent to the likes of Silver Surfer, Hulk, and even the Sentry. In his battle with Unilord, Silver Surfer was able to redirect enough energy to where it was able to destroy the entire solar system. He was also able to survive the clash with Thanos when he was fighting the Abstracts, which ravaged entire solar systems. Surfer also stated to Dr. Doom, if his power is misused, it can destroy an entire galaxy. Also in his fight with Unilord, not only a solar system was destroyed, but worlds along with galaxies were being destroyed in their clash. Thor can redirect energy from the Null Bomb. The Null Bomb is capable of wiping out all life in the Black Galaxy. Some universal plus scaling, if not low multiversal scaling, for base Thor is that he's able to survive the particle explosion of the Unbinding Stone, which can destroy all realities. He's also able to break out the Tesseract, a self-contained universe, because his body transcends that dimension of the self-contained Tesseract. Worth noting that when he was inside the Tesseract, Thor was implied he was able to easily can break out of it with no problem. This will be a universal plus feat for Thor. Thor's battle is able to shake the foundations of the underworld to the furthest reaches of the realm. Thor, alongside another Thor, converted enough energy that rivaled the Big Bang. Thor also survived an explosion that also rivaled the Big Bang, and he was able to survive this. It did also kill people when this happened, but Thor was not shielded by this attack. He just tanked it. Thor also scales the Hulk, who was able to destroy Nightcrawler's universe. Thor also scales to Hyperion, who was able to tank the destruction of 2 universes. And Thor was able to battle a god with unlimited power and infinite energy. This is just a few of the universal plus and low multiversal feats that base Thor has under his belt. But I think one of Thor's most impressive attacks and most powerful attacks is his use of the God Blast. Thor is able to stagger a hungry Galactus who still should be scaled to low multiversal, to multiversal plus, scaling off of Odin and other Skyfighters like Mephisto and Zeus and, well, Odin. He's able to rip the fabric of the universe to banish Ymir and Surge to another dimension. Thor was able to use the God Blast to gravely injure Majestan Zelia, who at the time was able to absorb the power of Odin and make him submit to her. Keep in mind she had all the powers of the dark gods and also all of Odin's power at this time, and Thor was able to defeat her with the God Blast, if not greatly injure her. His God Blast can also knock out Ego, who was relative to a hungry Galactus at least, and with his God Blast able to break the armor of Celestial, using the God Blast and by the belt of strength to break the shell around its brain and shatter Mjolnir in the process in doing so. So the God Blast can clearly harm beings who are at least low multiversal to multiversal plus. But these are some incredible feats by base Thor. But that is not why we are here today. We're here to discuss the strongest version of Thor, the strongest incarnation of Thor, Rune King Thor. For Rune King Thor, we're going to split this into 3 parts, because there is new scaling for Rune King Thor to scaling from either higher than 2A. So for this video, I'm going to keep it as simple as possible. For those who do not like the new scaling, it is fine. You can say that Rune King Thor is 2A. I'll go into that. But there is scaling to put him at high 1B or high Hyperversal and 1A or Outerversal. So for those who want to know the new scaling, be staying in tune for this video. But I will admit off the bat here that I am not comfortable with the 1A scaling. I'm still trying to work on it more. I'll ask a lot more questions with my cohorts. But from what we discovered, we are comfortable to say that he should at least be 2A or Multiversal plus 2 high 1B if you want to use high 1B scaling. But me personally, I'm fine with 2A scaling. But with that clarification out of the way, let's get into the scaling. Rune King Thor is basically a stronger version of Thor who has not only the Odin force, but along with the Asgardian runes in his power. After learning the runes and drinking from the well of Mimir, Rune King Thor became all-knowing and gained total omniscience as he lived in the time, in the present, past, present, and future simultaneously, and seeing every aspect of reality on a quantum level, to the cosmic structure from absolute nothingness of all creation. You can say he saw the full totality of Yggdrasil when he was hung himself from the world tree as such as Odin did, and gained a lot more wisdom than Odin did when he sacrificed a lot more than his father. But unlike Odin, he hung himself to where he died. Once he is in Hela's realm, he denied death itself and regained the Odin force to reborn himself from the runes to become a complete immortal being, a truly powerful being. With this power under his belt, he was able to not only defeat those who sit above in shadows, the beings who were responsible for feeding off the never-ending cycle of Ragnarok of the gods, making them feeding off of their energy, and beings that were so powerful Odin could not defeat. Thor was able to not only destroy them, but destroy the full totality of Yggdrasil. For the 2A scaling, Rune King Thor should logically scale above Odin since he beat beings that Odin had no chance against, and he would scale off of Odin's feats. For example, during Journey into Mystery, Odin was able to defeat an immensely powerful Seth when he was amped and Odin was weakened. This battle echoed across every single plane of existence and destroyed the very fabric of the Marvel Multiverse. Well, it was destroying the very fabric of the Marvel Multiverse. You get the idea. Odin, while fighting Zeus, was casually capable of shaking the infinite empathy as a side effect, which stands atop and governs all realities. In another story, in one of Odin's most famous feats, Surtur dies with his flames, which was going to engulf all of Otherworld, being freed therefore encompassing all realities. Odin gets called, and he was able to casually nullify these flames of this fire that was going to destroy all of Otherworld, which is resides within Yggdrasil. There is also a story when Loki saw infinite Asgards, and he saw the full totality of Yggdrasil. Note that Loki also said, there are many Lokis, just as there are many Thors and many Balders. Well, Balder stated this to Loki. Each one exists apart from one another, yet is conjoined and share essential essence, like branches on a tree. In some iterations, Loki is called Lok. In some, he's called Logi. In others, he's called Lox or Loler. It is stated to save the world tree was stated to be, well, we didn't save one world, but we saved all worlds. We didn't save one reality, but we saved all realities. When Seth attacked Yggdrasil, he states, I launched my most recent attack on Yggdrasil, the World Ash, the tree of life. There are three main roots, but it exists across every plane of reality. The roots of Yggdrasil. The roots of the branches connects all the worlds. It branches across all the cosmos and grows. So going off of this, Odin would casually be a low multiversal 2A or multiversal plus being, and since he scales below beings like the ones who sit up in the shadow, since he could not defeat them, and Rune King Thor was not only able to defeat them, but destroy the full totality of Yggdrasil, making it so he scaled above Odin. So going off of this, Rune King Thor will at least be low multiversal to a high into multiversal plus or high into multiversal plus. But like I said earlier in the video, there is higher scaling to put Rune King Thor a lot higher than this. So let's get into the high hyperversal scaling. As I noted before, Yggdrasil sustains the realm known as Otherworld. During the arc, everything burns. Mr. Wilson made a deal with Surtur for the good of his people, and ended up giving technology to it, which he ended up using to destroy Yggdrasil, which he tries to make by splitting fire with his forge and the technology of the gods of Otherworld, which confirmed that Otherworld is just a universe inside of a branch of Yggdrasil. But not only that, Otherworld is one of the functions that allows Yggdrasil to achieve true eternity. Since while Surtur spat fire on Otherworld to affect Yggdrasil, according to Loki, this would have burned all the multiverse. Some scaling for Otherworld. Otherworld is responsible for encompassing the structure, the stable string of types of intersection of reality, and from there you can access any point along her and the ties of creation together, like the negative zone or subspace, who are made of infinite higher dimensions. It's also worth noting that the negative zone and subspace are all within the vision of Heimdall, which he can only see the entire length of space and time through the branches of Yggdrasil. And he can, along with this, see the lights of the negative zone or subspace, which are said to be at least hyperversal. And they will be structured inside of Yggdrasil's branches. Otherworld has statements of being a pan-dimensional realm, and it also sustains or contains the Citadel. Rona outright states her power comes from and instead being one with the Matrix. Like she was previously, now she uses Otherworld plus the Starlight Citadel, which, while nobly weaker than the Matrix, is still on a high hyperversal level. Merlin created Otherworld with the energy of the Matrix, and Magnan can counter the Chaos Wave while drawing energy from the Otherworld. Necrome can absorb said Matrix energy, but the Phoenix can overload it. Note that any statement from Roma of an omniversal threat / statement from the Captain Britain / Excalibur comic include every plane of existence. And infinite planes were mentioned. Merlin and Rona view all of existence as a chess game to them. Not only that, both of them have complete control over multi-eternity and multi-infinity. There's also statements of Otherworld being beyond time and space. And since Rona and Merlin view all of existence as a chess game, and they have multi-eternity and multi-infinity at their control, you can also say that they are at least 1A. So, going off of this, Yggdrasil should at least be high hyperversal to possibly 1A, but I am fine with high hyperversal. Now for the possible 1A scaling. Note, I'm still iffy on this scaling, but I will mention it. Alright, so don't be on the comments saying like, oh, this is weird. As I stay with you, this is weird enough for me, but I will mention it and I'll be furthering investigating more on it. But I'm just going to mention it as of now. The elder god Seth tries to destroy all the infinite planes of time and space by destroying the main roots of Yggdrasil. The world tree spans the space, and time grows in every direction, in which can scarcely be converted to the core of Yggdrasil, is the heart of everything. The tree connects all life, and the birth of life, and the mythologies and the religions conjoint in science, and that all life came from one source, to be a single cell of life, or the bodies of a giant. Eternity, a cosmic egg, or an explosion, and all this is to Yggdrasil. The tree is impossibly vast. It spans and beyond all measurements of mortal or divine, and in some places it exists only as a concept. Yggdrasil sustains Otherworld, who connects all of the multiverse, and also connects the multi-eternity and multi-infinity / the Omniverse. The entire structure of true eternity is administered by the crystal inside the Starlight Citadel, which is sustained by the energies of Yggdrasil, as we saw in the Surtur event when Master Wilson let Surtur touch the structure. Yggdrasil is the king of all stories. He is all that exists, has its roots and branches in everything that exists, and she passed through every star, planet, hero, villain, life, and history. In Secret Wars, it is spoken almost with all possible words that Yggdrasil is the Omniverse, since every time the Beyonders erase all parts of the Omniverse / Multiverse, gradually Yggdrasil was dying together because the Beyonders were killing their entire parts. Yggdrasil fits into the creation of all the cosmic entities, from the moment when all of the multiverse dies, when the matter of energy and everything collapse inwards before exploring or exploding forth and creating a new multiverse. And by recreating the multiverse, the world tree gives life and the entities like Galactus and the next Galactus and the multiverse. It's just a clear system where it says that Yggdrasil is responsible for remaking Cyclists and the Ultimates are always reborn. In Thor's Period Ragnarok, Volume 2, Issue 83 and 85, the Thor Force asked Thor to complete his task of ending the Ragnarok cycle. The first step was necessary that Thor, he must cast his very life aside and must be reborn, must cease to be and must be recreated or remade. And Thor did it. He hanged himself for 9 days, 9 nights, and beyond on Yggdrasil's torso, till he gained the power to know the past, to control the present, and guide the future. He sees through the veil of time. He sees all things, animals and material. He sees beyond quantum structures, beyond the cosmic acrostructure, and into the nothingness of the Gununga Gap. Gununga Gap is the pre-existing void. It is also before all things comes into existence. Yes, you could say it could be an aspect of oblivion, or just one of his many aspects. Gununga Gap was inspired where the ones who should have been in the shadows were. In Age of the Asgard, it is confirmed that the realm is outside, the realm outside of all realities. After the Beyonders destroy the entire multiverse, this has left Loki, or God of Stories, outside the multiverse, and outside of true eternity. It is the realm where the gods who sit above in shadow exist. The outside is a realm where non-histories can be placed, because there is no space to be placed. Loki even disturbs the existence of the ones who sit above in shadow, talked about the stories made of time and space, things the god of gods were not. As the ones who sit above in shadow should scale to the existence totality, this should make them at least 1A. Rune King Thor must also be scaled to this, since he destroyed not only true Yggdrasil, but killed the one who stood up in shadow, who enough will be at least 1A. So, going off of this, Rune King Thor would be Outerversal. or for layman's terms 1A. But like I said, I found this scaling a little bit shaky, but you guys can take it as you will. But without the way, how strong is Rune King Thor? Well, going off of feats, statements, and scaling, we place this into 3 parts. But I will tell you my thoughts. I am more comfortable with honestly him being low multiversal till high into multiversal plus. But I will admit there is scaling for him being placed at high 1B or high hyperversal to 1A or outerversal. I will admit there is scaling for that. But as of now, I am comfortable with placing him at 2A or multiversal plus. But that's it for the video. If you like the video, please hit like, share, subscribe, also comment down below. Thank you for hearing me out and what I had to say on this. If you like it, like, as I said, share with your friends, and hit that notification button for more videos in the future. And you guys like it? I will see you guys next time. Peace, and stay safe out there.